To give you an example of color detection, I've shown here a hypothetical, very low resolution image. In this image, we only have 4 colors. We have red, green, blue, white, and black pixels. Let's suppose that we want to detect only the blue pixels in this image. How could we detect the blue pixels while ignoring all of the pixels of other colors? First of all, let's look at what the numbers will look like for our red, green, and blue images taken by the camera. First, let's look at the red image. Each pixel will be converted to a number between 0 and 255 based upon its intensity of red light. Green pixels, blue pixels, and black pixels have 0 intensity of red light. But red pixels and white pixels have full intensity of red light. So the green pixels will give us a number of 0. I'm going to put a 0 in this matrix in every location which corresponds to the location of a green pixel. The white pixels have a full intensity of red light, so I'll put the number 255 for each of the white pixels. The black pixels have 0 intensity of red light, so they'll return the number 0. All of the red pixels have full intensity of red light, so they all give a number of 255. The blue pixels have 0 intensity of red light, so they give a value of 0. Here's the matrix of numbers that will be returned for the red portion of this image. You'll notice that the white pixels and the red pixels give a high value, but all of the other colors give a low value, 0. The matrix for the red image has the same resolution as my image, 4 rows by 6 columns, just like the image. Let's look at the matrix of numbers for the green and the blue. Just like with the red image, for the green image, green pixels and white pixels will give a high value because they have a full intensity of green light. All other colors, including the black pixels, will give a 0 intensity. So I'm going to give a value of 255 for the green and the white pixels. The black pixels will get an intensity of 0, as will all of the red pixels. And the blue pixels will also give 0. Now let's look at the blue image. Here, only the blue pixels and the white pixels will give a high value. The red and the green and the black pixels will give a low value. Now, we want to detect just the two blue pixels in this image. If we look at the blue matrix, we see that if we simply take the blue matrix by itself, we won't only detect the blue pixels, we will also detect the white pixels. So how could we get the blue pixels alone? What we could do is we could take the blue image and we could subtract off either the green or the red image. When we do that, we will see that we get some negative numbers. Since our final image has to range between 0 and 255, we will have to include an if statement to check to see if the resulting value is negative, and if it is negative, make it 0. So let's take the blue image and subtract off the red image. In order to do that, I'll subtract the blue value, or I'll subtract the red value from the blue value for each location, for each value in the matrix. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Then here we get to the white pixels. 255 minus 255 is 0. And same here, 255 minus 255 is 0. Now in the next row, we'll have 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. Now we have 0 minus 255. I'll put a negative 255 here, but when we do this in code, we'll have a check that says if this value is negative, make it 0. I'll show that in the next step. 0 minus 255, 0 minus 255, and 0 minus 255 there. 255 minus 255 is 0, and again. 0 minus 255 is negative. 0 minus 255, oh, I just did that one. 255 minus 0 is positive 255. 255 minus 0, positive 255. So you can see that the blue pixels stayed a high value when I subtracted off the red image. 0 minus 255, negative 255. And now for the last row, I get 0, 0, and then a whole bunch of negative 255s. The result of this subtraction is that I have the two blue pixels as being positive 255, and all of the other pixels are either 0 or a negative value. So I'll then say if pixel value less than 0, then pixel value equals 0. And the resulting image that I get, or the resulting matrix of numbers, leaves only the two blue pixels. So if those two blue pixels were representative of the object that I'm trying to find, I now have an image that is left with only that object that I'm looking for. How can I now find the location of that object? I know the object's pixel location, but where is the object's physical location? In the next video, we will look at how to find the physical location of an object.